It is coming home after the Queen's death. England are going to win the Euro after the death of the Queen. 96 weeks after the Queen's death, England win the Euro final. And in 1996, that is when the Three Lions song came out. The Football Association asked Lightning Seed songwriter Ian Browdy to compose a song for the 1996 European Football Championship. He composed a melody he felt would make a good chant and asked comedians, presenters of the comedy show, to write the lyric. He refused the FA's offer to have football players sing on the song, saying he did not want it to be Englandistic or nationalistic. It was about being a football fan, which for 9% of the time is losing. So 38 years after the song was released, England is going to win the Euro at Germany. Browdy was the guy who was commissioned to write the song. It's Browdy, that's Camacho 38. Germany's Camacho 38. It's Germany, that's Camacho football. Football's coming home. Germany is hosting the Euros. Three Lions is Camacho 53. Italia did win their first Euro in 53 years. It's the champions, an Italian Camacho, that's Camacho 53, and Ian Browdy's Camacho 53. But it's worth noting that Gareth Southgate is 53 years of age right now at this moment. With Gianluigi Donnarumma, Italia won the Euro during COVID. But it is Southgate that is 53 years of age right now, so that's what stands out with Three Lions Camacho. Lightning Seeds, the band that wrote the song, is Camacho Berlin, Germany. Football's Coming Home is Camacho 96. 96 months after the Queen's death. Gareth Southgate, his 96 matches England manager, is the first match against Serbia. Coming home is Camacho 57. 57 years in between 1966 and this year, 2024. So 57 years in between the time. England will not win the title in between the 2 years, 1966 and 2024. It is home, that's Camacho 23. Notice that football would come home in the 23rd month after the Queen's death. For England in major tournaments, 38 Euro matches all time. Their first Euro match came after they won the 1966 World Cup, so 38 matches. And then England at the World Cup. So basically what the statistic is going to be is how many major matches did England play, from the last time it won a trophy in 1966. So scrolling down here, there's 4, there's 5, 9, 14, 21, and 25, 35, 42 after 2014, 49 and 54. So England have played 92 matches ever since it last won a major trophy. In the 98th match, since it won the World Cup in major tournaments, the Euro and the World Cup, would occur to make it to the final. So they'd enter with 98 matches played in major tournaments since it last won a major trophy. Ian Browdy's Camacho of 98. 98 is Camacho of champions. Let's go to Queen Elizabeth. Let's go to the birth name. And notice the Queen died at 96 years of age, so England would win the Euro 96 months later. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary is Camacho of the 99th match since the 1966 World Cup. So England, the 99th match in the Euro and the World Cup combined ever since the 1966 final would happen in the final. So football truly is coming home, boys and girls. in 2024. What about how many matches in the Euro since 1996? Funny how the 22nd match since it hosted the Euro came against Italy. It's Italy, that's Comanche 22. Its 29th match could happen since the 1996 Euro after losing at London to happen for the 65th win in the Euro uh, for the 65th win of Gareth Southgate's tenure. Of course, the 3 years and 3 months from the time England lost the final. Berlin, 33. The coach is born at Watford. Gareth Southgate is 96 match happening for the first match of the group stage. Let's see how many major tournaments it participated in ever since it won the World Cup. So, how many World Cups it participated since it last lifted the cup? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, we're at 20, we're at 20. So it participated 11 times on a 17-year-old. This is the 17th year old. UEFA Euro 2024 in the Gamache calculator. Euro 2024 is Gamache 31.67. Italy are defending champions. Kane is Gamache 31. Or just Euro 24 is Gamache football. Football is coming home. I mean, you could also look at the amount of time from the loss against France to the time that England win the Euro, and basically that would be 83 weeks later, football coming home. Football is coming home. Where did the Queen die at? At the Balmoral Castle. Elizabeth Queen. What was it? 53 years? Oh, 70 years. 70. She became queen in 52. That's right. Basically 71 years. 71 is Gemacht Berlin, Germany. The 214 days is 70 years. It rounds up to the 71st year. Balmoral Castle is Gemacht of the 44 prior Euro matches for England. If it does make it to the final, 38 and 6, you get the 44. Aberdeenshire, Scotland's Gemacht 93. Southgate's knockout record in the Euro and the World Cup combined would be 9 and 3 if he makes it to the final. That 13th knockout tied to happen in the final to set up the Argentina England the finalissima. King George VI Memorial Chapel is the site of the burial. 143. Berlin, Germany is gematria 143, same gematria as the burial site of the Queen. So that's what stands out, though. But look, the King Charles coronation, it's going to have to be connected to the Euro too if it's all synced up with the Queen. Charles III, the coronation, the amount of time from the coronation to the Euro we have to look at. Charles III is also gematria of the knockout record via 9-3, and Charles III is gematria of the death side of the Queen in the 57 years in between 1966 and 2024. So that's what stands out with Charles III's gematria. Not sure what 134 is, but I would love to diagnose what it represents. Okay, the amount of time from the coronation in 2023 to the time of the final is worth a look. You think about everything we've said about the Queen in the video. Home is gematria 14, the end of a trophy spell 14 days before the birthday of Harry Kane, the end of a trophy drought 58 years since its last trophy, England. And 62 weeks after the death, 62 weeks after King Charles' coronation, is when we can see England win the final. He replaces the Queen, and 62 months after he was officially coronated to replace the Queen, that's when England can win the Euro. What's the phrase united by football? What does that mean? Well, united by football is gematria of the city of Berlin, the site of the final. City of Berlin by itself. What is the amount of time from the day of the final to the death day of the Queen? 56 days, kind of like the King's coronation. It's 57 days, end day included. Remember everything we've said about 57. 57 years in between the last title. 57. Charles III is gematria 57. The finals 57 days before his final, before his birthday. England is gematria 57. I think the writer of the song is gematria 57, if I'm not mistaken. Or by Ian Browdy, I should say. So that is the connection with the Queen's her her day of death. And now let's connect it to the king's his birthday. It's got to connect to his birthday in a big way too. It just they like syncing these numbers up that way. Now, if you include the end day, it's simply 4 months in a day, and that's Gematria King. And again, England would win the Euro 23 months after the Queen's death. Okay. What about typing out Charles the Third? Is what he's referred to as. Coronation's Gematria 56 in reverse reduction. The final would be 56 days before the death day of the Queen. Now, the birthday of the Queen is April the 21st. So what's the amount of the time from her birthday to the day of the final? 84 days, which 84 is Gematria of Jesuit, and let's say the Catholic Church, because they're all Jesuits that run the world of professional football. Remember that the Pope is Argentinian, and the day after his birthday, his 86th birthday, Argentina won their first World Cup since 1986, so I correctly predicted the World Cup to happen. So it is truly coming home. And plus, Lions is Gematria 24, and this is 2024. So it's bound to be a big year for the Lions.